All right, it's time I take some of these seriously. So, in that vein, today we're going to discuss the Seattle Kraken. And I cannot discuss in a more serious manner how disappointed I am with this team. If you look at the last 3 seasons, Seattle has had a grand total of no points. None. 0. Now, it did take them a while to get a name, which was sad because, get a name. Seattle nothing name team. Name me McName hockey team. Hockey McHockey team. And so they finally got a name. Now they got a jersey. Not that I have a jersey. No, I got to wear the tank. Thanks to Bench Clears for the tank, though. And Bench Clears, there's always the code that's in the description of all videos. Tell them THG sent you. Anyways, I only have a tank top, which means people can see my arms. People don't want to see my arms. So the reality is no points, none. I don't have a jersey, thanks Seattle. And who left the team? Well, no one. Why? Because there's no ads either. So you can't push guys off the roster when you haven't added anybody. You haven't signed an extension to a contract. It's almost as if this team hasn't played yet. Almost. Now, the Hockey News has them 32nd on the power rankings. Forecaster has them 8th in the Pacific, and I don't have them in any division. I've looked over what Sportsnet and TSN and others are reporting as the divisions. It almost looks like Seattle's not going to play this year, which is sad. Now, I understand. I totally understand why they're not going to play this year. Why would you have a team play that hasn't had any points yet? Why? You're just not going to bother. So, no wins, none, inside their division. No wins ever against anybody in any division, none. So, who is too low in scoring? I don't know. You tell me. I think all of them. There hasn't been a single goal scored by somebody wearing a Seattle Kraken uniform in NHL history. And I find that sad. I think that, honestly, it is one of the saddest things. Now, when you talk about the city and their Stanley Cup drought, it's around the same as Vancouver's. Now, Vancouver's had an NHL team a little bit more than Seattle, but I digress. And millionaires, and of course the Metropolitans, has a weird M thing. He had to be alive at the time, and I wasn't. So, no goals, which means their power play was useless, but so was their penalty kill. Nothing. 0. Zilch. Nothing. 0. It's all zeros. Core 6. I'd love to tell you who the core is for Seattle, and people might say, well, it's going to end up being Braden Holtby. He's a Canuck. He's a Canuck. And he's older, too. Seattle doesn't have a core. They have nothing. And who's their coach? So they're winning no games. There's no power play. There's no penalty kill. And you know what even hurts it more? No coach. You went without a coach. I'm ready to give up on this team, to be honest. I was all ready to jump on the Seattle bandwagon, and I can't remember the last time they won a game. I can't remember the last time I saw a coach behind the bench of a Seattle NHL franchise doing anything. Their line changes suck. Their penalty kill is bad. Everything about this team is bad. And then, I'm not saying it's all Ron Francis's fault. But Francis has been a GM of this team for a while. And he keeps saying, I'm going to name scouts, and we're going to have a new building, and we're going to tear the building apart. Yeah, so how does this work? They don't even have a building right now. So are you going to play in where? Everett? Like, where are they going to play this season? I don't understand how this is going to work for 2020, 2021. I don't understand. This is a team with no wins, projected for no wins this season, and they don't currently have a building. It's not right. Now, glass half full, I tried with what? They're useless. I need to take this more seriously. They are completely useless. This is an awful team that isn't going to win a damn game this year. They're not going to win anything. And I really think that Ron Francis needs to own this. And I'm telling you, if things don't get better, just declare them an expansion team next year and start over. I think that might be the best thing to do. Just start over next year, pretend that all of the games they've played so far haven't happened, and just start over again next year. Might be the best move. Glass half full. Hire someone to play on the ice. I don't know. And then my understanding is they haven't even finished paying their expansion fees yet. Well, pay them. get it done. I don't understand. Just bring in players, anybody, somebody. I don't know. Bring back Brian Trottier. Sure, why not? Justin Williams, currently retired. Hire him Seattle. Done. You win Game 7. Of course, you got to get to Game 7. You need to start winning some games to get to Game 7. I think, the most telling thing here is when you're looking at the month-by-month record of other teams. And with Seattle, there's no point in talking about how many games they lost because they didn't win any. They won none. Now, fans are also going to try to point out this team has been undefeated over that same period in time. And that may very well be true, but they've never made the playoffs. I don't know how much further we can go with this. Again, I think the best thing might be to just tear the whole thing apart next year and just start fresh. Just start fresh. And hopefully Ron Francis can take what's currently a complete and total disaster and make it work. Because honestly, I've been very disappointed in Seattle so far. No wins, nothing. 0. It's got to be a rough time being a Seattle fan. But hey, it's got to get better, even if you have to just start fresh next year. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Sorry that I had to get real in this video, but somebody's got to call Seattle out on this absolute travesty thus far in the National Hockey League. And again, maybe just start fresh next year. All right, thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.